Having your students practice more in mixed review requires them to revisit, repractice, and remember the skills you have taught them. Let's take a look at a few ways that you can incorporate mixed review more into your everyday routine. During our initial training, we highly recommend that teachers keep the number of skills in the assignments they create small, 3 skills or less. Why? Because we want students to complete this assignment and continue to work in mixed review. If you keep the number of skills in your assignment small, your students have a more likely chance of completing this assignment and then having time to work in mixed review. Along with this suggestion, we also recommend teachers keeping the default of 3 points per skill in an assignment. 3 points will allow students to show initial understanding on those skills. More than likely, those skills will start as red and then change to yellow with 3 correct answers. If you increase that number to 30 or 300, it simply increases the assignment points. And remember, the highest color rating students can achieve on the first day is yellow. So keep the number of points per skill at 3. This is enough initial practice, and rest assured, they will see these skills again in mixed review. Often when students are working, they have a lot of questions related to how the answer needs to be entered. To help students work through those, we recommend using guided practice on every skill you give to your students. When you create an assignment, you can use the preview button, you can use the full screen button, or you have the ability to print the assignment and use this as guided practice and notes for your students. When you model, students become familiar with the types of problems they will see. This allows them to work more efficiently, complete the assignment, and give them time to continue working in mixed review. Moving to the Classes tab, when students are working in Get More Math, you want to make sure you set a daily goal. This daily goal needs to include points earned in mixed review. So if the assignment points for the day are 6, make your goal double. Try 12. If students exceed this, you can make it higher. But you want to make sure that daily goal requires your students to earn points while working in mixed review. Another opportunity to take advantage of is using bell ringers or warm-ups with Get More Math. Have your students log in first thing and have them work in mixed review. You can instruct them to stay in that environment or navigate to the assignments and turn off all assignments. Giving your students 5 to 10 minutes to work in mixed review while you get ready for class is a great way to use that time wisely and give your students a chance to work in mixed review, spiraling through all the skills. Perhaps your students just need a day to work in mixed review. So create a targeted mixed review day. What are some tips when doing this? Go to the assignments and turn off every assignment. Therefore, your students are only able to work in mixed review. You may also consider going to settings and at the bottom, deactivating the slider that allows students to work only on problems worth a point. Now, when your students log in, they have access to every skill. So you need to change your focus for the day. Don't have students focus on earning points. Instead, have them focus on producing color changes. Have them work on all red skills in order to change them to yellow. That can happen to any skill that is red, even if it doesn't have a $sign on it. Once students have changed all red skills, then make the focus work on your yellow skills to move them to a point where eventually they will become green. When skills have turned green, silver star, or gold star, that demonstrates proficiency. Remember to navigate back to settings and reactivate that slider along with any assignment you would like the students to have available. Perhaps your students have too many skills in their mixed review and they are unable to cycle through all of them. You may consider pruning your mixed review. When looking at the mixed review report for your class, look at the proficient students column. This column reports the percentage of students that have achieved green, silver, or gold on a skill. When you select that percentage, you get a breakdown of all the different students in your class and what color level they have for that skill. If it's a skill that's a building block skill, or every student in your class has shown proficiency, you may consider turning that skill off. This will give your kids less skills to cycle through and a more likely chance to increase their knowledge on the remaining skills. In Get More Math, we have a feature called Modified Mixed Review. Perhaps there is a skill where all students are proficient except for one student or two. You would like to turn that skill off, but you know that student needs to continue working on the skill. Turn the skill off in the class mixed review. Then navigate to student data, select that student, and at the bottom, find the skill that was turned off for the class. At the top, you will select Modified Mixed Review. By choosing that, you are able to turn that skill on for that student so they can continue to work toward proficiency. Monitor the color, and once that student has earned a proficiency color rating, feel free to select Use Class Mixed Review so that student now has the same mixed review as the rest of the class.